Hello, and welcome, my friends, to the next video in the Create Better Content series, where I show you how to tap into your creativity so that you can stay consistent with your marketing and reach more customers. My name is Penny. I'm going to be your guide through this unique content development process. I want to teach you how to create more engaging content to post on social media, more remarkable content that you can share in your sales pages and your email sequences, and all of those things combined to help you reach more qualified customers. And if you want to learn more about creativity and how this can help you develop your content marketing plans, I would love to see you hit that button below and subscribe to this channel. And below in the links, you are going to see a couple of links in the description box. You're going to see one for the Content Calendar Blueprint program. This is an email-based training. It's a comprehensive guide that's going to help you develop a content calendar, and not just any kind of content calendar like with a bunch of squares and dates on it. It's actually going to give you the steps to develop your content to put into the content calendar. So it's more than just how to set up a content calendar with the dates. It's a whole lot more than that. It's basically a path to help you develop your marketing strategy no matter where you are in the growth stage of your business. And the other link that you're going to see, I guess it's the second link down in the description box, is so that you can subscribe to the Marketing Strategy Collective program. And you can personally go through this process of developing remarkable content. And you can do this in a supportive group online space. No more working by yourself. No more working in a solo bubble. So click on the button, click on the link below and learn more about what's going to happen to your marketing strategy if you can actually get some help and stop working by yourself. So you see the links below and you know what to do to learn more. So today's video, we are going to be talking about consistency. We're still talking about, your content calendar and all of that stuff that goes into being consistent. But I want to speak specifically about this idea of posting every single day. When people think that consistency means that I have to be posting every single day. And that's not what consistency means. Consistency is about having a system that works. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to show you how to post consistently without feeling burnout, without feeling overwhelmed, without getting in that space where you just I don't want to do this anymore. So we're going to talk about your content calendar, but I want to show you how your content calendar is going to help you save time, reduce that overwhelm, and keep your strategy moving forward where you can actually get into that space where you can implement it. So if you think about it from that perspective, think about how you have been throughout, leading up into this moment when you've listened to this video today. The exhaustion, the overwhelm, it just seems like it's just so much sometimes when we think, we tell ourselves, I'm going to be consistent. So we wear ourselves out trying to keep up with this content creation stuff. One day you're motivated, you're posting everywhere and everything's just all, sunshine and rainbows. And the next day you're burned out and wondering, I just don't understand. How do these people do this every single day? Because I think that here's the thing. I think that one of the biggest reasons that people struggle with this idea of being consistent is because they get stuck in this panic posting mode, is the best way I can describe it. You wake up, you realize you haven't posted in a few days, so you're scrambling to throw something together and hoping that it performs well. And then you've got, and that just pushed you back from everything else that you were supposed to be doing that day. And then the cycle just keeps going. It's exhausting. And, oh, wait, got to do something next day. It's just not sustainable. Because if you're trying to do in the moment posting trap, and this is for those people who also believe, and I want to put this in here before I get into this point about, in that moment posting. There's a lot of people who believe that they post when they feel the creative energy or they feel they got an idea, and that's when they're going to post. Of course, that's not going to keep you consistent because you're not always creative and you're not always in that imagination place. And so then that gives you that other push because you're like, oh my goodness, I've just spent, 3-4 days thinking I was going to be waiting for the creativity and it hasn't happened and I haven't done anything. So we get back into this cycle. And what happens with this cycle, this panic posting type of thing, and I got to do this right now, it actually takes more time because you start finding yourself creating under pressure. And then you end up being consistent. You're posting a lot one week and then you disappear the next week. And it just totally, the whole situation, it just makes you feel overwhelmed. And then content creation becomes like a burden. It's a burden instead of understanding its goal, which is to help you grow your business, to help you reach more customers, to help you make more money. So if we think about it from that perspective, I would really recommend that you go through this idea of consistency is not a last minute task. And it's a thing that you plan strategically. And this is where your content calendar comes in. And this is going to help you work smarter. And it's going to make sure that your content is intentional and it has a purpose. Because your content calendar isn't just like a list of what to post. It's not like a whole bunch of squares with dates on it. And you're like, okay, today I'm going to post on Facebook. Today I'm going to post on Instagram. This is going to go, on TikTok. This is going to go on LinkedIn. I'm going to write my blog post. Your content calendar is a system. It's a process that you create. And it's going to help you by staying ahead so that you never run out of content ideas, so that you wake up in the morning, a Monday morning, and you know exactly what you're supposed to be posting. You know what you're going to be doing that week. Your content calendar allows you to batch content. It allows you to get that bird's eye view. So okay, I've got a whole bunch of Instagram posts that I'm going to be doing this week. So I can just batch together. I can do all of my images at once. I can write all of my copy at once. So you're not constantly creating from scratch. And by honest, when you have all these things together, this is what's going to help prevent the burnout, because it's spreading out your workload. It's giving you bits and pieces to do throughout the week versus waking up into that panic mode of, my gosh, I've got to get something up there now, and we've all done it. We've all been there. So if we think about it from that place, your content calendar actually helps you post easier, because it's giving you this bird's eye view of your content. Instead of feeling lost and confused and overwhelmed, you're not sure what you're doing, you can see all of your content at a glance. So you know what's coming up next. You know what you need to be working on. You know what you need to be writing. You know what you need to be creating. And it helps you plan out your content. Instead of you're scrambling for ideas because, oh my goodness, I got to do something. Put a quote up. What's the quote be? I don't know. Just put a quote up so I can say that I've been consistent and I've done stuff. We no longer want to do this if we have a content calendar. Your content calendar gives you a clear direction, and you can see what you're doing on Monday, what you're doing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so on and so forth. And if you look at it from that perspective, you can actually see the content connected to each other. Are they saying the same message? Are they moving the same goal? Are they promoting a program? Are they giving the call to action to get to your website or to sign up to your email list? When you have that whole view at a glance, it allows you to see that your content is connected and it has a purpose, and it's connected not just within itself, the content itself, but connected to your goals. And so it also helps you balance this idea of creating valuable content and also giving you the space to promote. So it allows you to take a look at your content as a whole versus one at a time. So it allows you to see that you can mix, your educational, informational type of information, your posts that are going to be engagement, and then your posts that are going to be sales content. You find a way that if you can look at that as like a flow, it looks as if your community is connected to you, so that they can stay interested without feeling like you're always, selling to them. And the other thing that your content calendar is going to do is it's going to help you create a realistic posting schedule. Because one of the reasons I truly believe that people fall into burnout with this content marketing is that they try to do too much too fast. They get really excited, they set a goal, they set a post, gotta post every single day. And then after 2 weeks, life happens. You get busy, you miss a few days, you get sick, you gotta take care of your kids, or something that happens unexpected at work, and then you just feel like you failed. And the truth is, as I said before, Being consistent is not about posting every single day. It's about creating a schedule that you can actually maintain. It's about thinking about how your content calendar can help you with this process. So if we think about it from that place, I want you to start with a posting schedule. So if we think about our posting schedule, I want you to think about what you can realistically maintain. And that has everything to do with your capacity. And so what I mean by capacity, in business terms, the capacity refers to the amount of time that you have available to manage within your schedule. And that time that you have, are you able to produce your products? Are you able to deliver your services? And this is all going to be based on your available resources. So everybody's capacity is going to be different because everybody's resources are different, everybody's schedule is different, everybody's ability to produce their products or services or whatever it is that they're doing is going to be different. So when we talk about capacity, we talk about how much time can you realistically spend every single week working towards your goals. How do you prioritize your time to ensure that you're reaching your milestones? So I want you to think about how you can realistically maintain your schedule based on your capacity. And when I'm talking about your schedule, I'm looking at your workload, your current workload, because if you are already overwhelmed, do not think that you're going to do something every single day. If you already are in that space, then you want to start out realistically maintaining a schedule of maybe 2 to 3 posts a week. So if we also think about our resources, are you a one-person show? Or do you have a team? Do you outsource to people? Because if it's just you that's doing everything, which the majority of us as small business owners are doing, and we don't have contractors or a team that we work with, then we are definitely having to look at our own personal capacity and how much we can do. Because we ourselves are a resource. It's not just the programs that we use or the steps that we take. We ourselves are the resource as well. So you want to keep that in mind. You also want to think about, how your posting schedule feels. Because if you're randomly posting or you're being inconsistent right at this point, I would recommend that you start small and build up. Don't go into this thinking, okay, every single day I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be doing this. Because like I said before, you will get to a place where life will jump in and it just happens. And then you start to feel like you're a failure. I can't do this. I can't be consistent. So why bother anymore? And then you just stop. So I want you to think about this from that perspective of choosing a posting frequency based on where you are and how much you're able to handle. Because if you're just starting out, 2 to 3 posts per week is perfect, because that's going to help you figure out your content, testing what works, feeling comfortable, especially if you're just starting to do something like maybe reels or doing live streaming. Give yourself the opportunity to feel like you're stepping out there and being visible without overwhelming yourself. But if you're already in this place and you really want to grow and you want to take that to the next level, we're looking at this point probably 4 to 5 posts a week. This is a person, and if you are in that space where you're already comfortable with your content and you just want to see a steady growth in your community. So you want to look at things like, how can you repurpose something? How can you repurpose a long form blog post? You can turn it into a video. You can turn it into a quick tip. You can turn it into a quote. You can do a behind the scenes post about something like that. And then of course you want to add in some sort of sales and promotional post. There's a way that you can keep moving forward and grow your audience without having to create a piece of content every single day. So if you're going to be in that space where you want to grow and you want to do 4 to 5 posts per week, this is also the place where you're going to use your content calendar to help you determine what content is new that you're going to create every week and what content can be repurposed. What content can I, keep a balance of new content versus reposting stuff so I can still make sure that I am maintaining my 4 to 5 posts per week without feeling like I'm selling all the time, without feeling like I'm getting overwhelmed and I'm feeling that burnout again. So now if you are in this space and you wanted to take it up a notch and you are really ready to scale, as in I am ready to do the daily posting, this is the place that you are prepared to be in. This is the space that you're looking for to maximize your visibility, to grow your engagement. For you to be in that space, for you to maintain this type of consistency, you need a strong content system in place. You need to understand your batching routine. You have to understand what repurposing looks like for you. You have to also be automated. What can you be doing that you can, scheduling. You could be automating your images, something along those lines. So you want to think about how you can create a mix of original content and repurposed content if you were going to be doing this daily posting. This is a person who has been doing this a while. And when you get into this space that you're ready to take it up that notch and you're really ready to use your content calendar to make your posting into a daily thing, this is the thing that you're going to be doing. You're going to be looking at how you can plan your content in advance. And I don't mean just the week, I mean at least 2 to 4 weeks ahead, because this is the kind of thing that you're going to want to go into. If you are doing something every single day, you don't want to be scrambling for ideas. You don't want to be, pulling something out of nowhere. You want to make sure that you have a plan, and it's got to be at least 2 weeks, maybe. I usually do at least a month out. And then you're also taking your content calendar is going to help you create your batching schedule. You can set aside 1 to 2 days per month to create multiple posts. You're definitely going to be using your scheduling tools. These are going to be the ways that you can automate your posts so you're not posting manually every single day. And of course, life is still going to get in the way because life happens, and that's what happens. I want you to be able to know, using that content calendar, it's going to help you adjust. It's going to help you be okay if you need to reduce your frequency. Because if you can adjust to what's going on in life and you still have that plan, you just pick up where you left off. And instead of just stopping completely and going, that's it, I'm not going to do this. The goal isn't to just post as much as you can. It's to post consistently without feeling the burnout. So when you're doing this, one of the things that's going to happen is you're going to start to find your own personal posting rhythm, because not every business needs to post every single day. But the key to consistency is finding that rhythm that works for you and your capacity and your ability to continue to keep moving forward. So you want to ask yourself stuff like, what days are the best days for me to block off to do some batching? How much time can I realistically dedicate to content every single week? Which kind of content feels easiest for me to create? Those are the kind of things that are going to go into your content calendar posting schedule, because your schedule should fit your business and your needs and your products and your services, not somebody else's. I know I've given you a couple of examples about things that I have done. So I don't want you to walk away going, well, Penny does this for a month, so this is what I have to do. I want to make sure that you are doing what works for you, because when you can find this personal posting rhythm, when you can figure out how to, even when life gets in the way, that it's okay for you to reduce your frequency rather than stopping altogether. When you use your content calendar, it's going to help you post consistently. It's going to help you create a sustainable process and routine for you, so that you're always creating a mix of original content and repurposed content. It's just all of this stuff combined is what's going to help you keep pushing forward. It's going to help you use your content calendar and stay consistent without the burnout. Because remember the thing that I was telling you before, and I'm going to repeat this as I wrap up today. Your content calendar isn't just a schedule. It's not just a bunch of squares with dates on it. It's a system, and it's a system that supports your business and your business's growth. And it's a plan. Your content calendar is your plan to help you stay visible. And it allows you to do this and be consistent without stressing about what you want to post. And your content calendar is going to keep you ahead of the game. So content creation doesn't feel overwhelming. It doesn't feel like a burden. It doesn't feel like something that I just have to get to. Oh, and it's so terrible. It's something that you are enjoying. It's something that feels easy to you. It's something that you're able to dedicate time because you understand your capacity. And it's something that's going to help your business not just get visible out there, but reach new customers and make more money. So thank you so much for joining me on this creative journey. If you've enjoyed the content about creative content development, I hope you'll hit the share button. And let's keep this conversation going. And if you want a simple plan, if you want a way to plan your content so that you can stay consistent without this burnout, I would love to see you grab access to the Content Calendar Blueprint. Inside of this program, you get a step-by-step system for planning your content, and you can do it effortlessly. And it's going to be based on what your business needs, from starting to use marketing, to developing, your marketing plan, to launching a product or a program. I'm going to show you a proven strategy to help you stay consistent and teach you some tools, give you some tools and tips to help you develop a content calendar that you'll actually use. So click the link below in the description box to access the Content Calendar Blueprint program and you can start creating content with less stress and more impact. You are magnificent, my friend, and let me be the first to say, I'm proud of you. Until next time.